DraftKings hit a milestone in the second quarter of 2024. For the first time as a public company, it turned a profit. Though it didn't repeat that performance in the third quarter, it still raised expectations for the company's future financial performance.
Is this a new era for DraftKings?
There's an inflection from when you're cash flow negative and you're operating off of equity raises from the past to when you're self-funded and you're cash flow positive and able to control your destiny a lot more.
You've had your first quarter profitability now. Does that take pressure off? Does it increase pressure?
I think it increases pressure. I mean, once you start making profits, people expect you to make more, and all of a sudden you're valued on a multiple of those profits as opposed to the theoretical what could be. So very important, I think.
When you're cash flow negative, you've sold a vision of what the company should be working on, and you're very focused on working on that and delivering against that. When you've pivoted to profitability, the world of what you can work on is a little bit open, and there's a lot of different ideas, and it requires more focus than ever to make sure that you are prioritizing on the most important things that are going to deliver the most value.
A priority for 2024 has been M&A. DraftKings has bolstered its sports betting portfolio with deals, buying odds provider Sports IQ and in-game betting platform SimpleBet. It also purchased lottery app Jackpocket, which gives the company another revenue stream and positions it to compete in the nascent iGaming market.
The bigger players, they're all talking about iGaming being an opportunity to really make a lot of money. Much more so from a margin perspective than sports betting is. And because also they don't need games on. You could play iGaming 24/7, any time of the day. As new states come on, there'll be a real nice growth strategy that's complementary to where they already have legal sports betting.
As the sports betting market has matured and grown, DraftKings customer acquisition costs have been coming down. Online casino gambling will attract new customers and engage current users with new content.
There are distinct customer types who like to bet on sports and like to bet on different iCasino games. There's absolutely overlap between the two as well.
When we are able to cross-sell a customer from one product to another, it definitely increases the long-term value of the customer and the engagement. What we see is customers who use multiple products in our portfolio of products are more engaged, are more loyal, and ultimately better customers. When we were doing the due diligence for Jackpocket, we found that a lot of our customers were actually using the Jackpocket brand as well. And that gave us a lot of optimism that the Jackpocket was a valuable additional revenue stream that was consistent with the entertainment-focused product that we were trying to build.
Meanwhile, DraftKings has maintained its leadership in sports betting. It consistently battles FanDuel for the top spot in market share.
How do you think about competition? How important is it to stay number one?
Ultimately, we don't think about the competition as much as we think about doing right for our customers.
We want to be number one in terms of the most profit made in the industry. And we want to be number one in terms of customer satisfaction, brand. We want our products to be rated the best.
As long as we're making the right decisions with what we're developing, what we're pushing is, for new products and new innovations, we believe we'll position ourselves right in the market.
DraftKings' solid standing in a booming sector allows the company to play the long game. It's not under pressure to cut costs.
When you have really strong revenue growth, you don't need that. If you look at where we are today and where we want to be and where we believe we will be, the vast majority of the incremental EBITDA is not coming from any cost reduction. It's coming from increased revenue.
We don't feel like we need to cut costs because we're growing our revenue so much. We want to grow our revenue into our existing cost structure. And there's no need to reduce the cost as long as we're being efficient with what we allow our cost growth to look like.
Now, along the way, there will 100% be opportunities to drive efficiencies. And we like to think about those long term. And we're in the fortunate position where I think we don't need that necessarily to make next quarter or next year's profits. It's much more about how do we build the most efficient, scalable company long term so that we can win competitively and win with the customer.